Nightline continues from New York City with Cynthia McFadden.
In this age of bottled water, not all H2O is created equal. Purveyors travel to every corner of the planet to find the purest product in the most pristine places. So where did one New York City businessman find his secret source? A bit closer to home. And for Andrea Canning, that's a sign of the times.
Ah, refreshing waterfalls, the crisp water of the Alps, icy glaciers. Bottled water is so exotic these days, but would you drink it if it was New York City tap water? Craig Zucker has come up with a plan to sell New York City water back to New Yorkers. It's called Tapped NY, and it sells for $1.50 a pop.
Crazy idea to bottle New York City tap water?
I don't think so. I'd buy it.
Yeah, that's a pretty crazy idea. I wouldn't buy it on principle.
It's a crazy concept, but I think that more people, the more they read about it, the more they learn about it, they totally love it.
The selling point? Because Tapped NY isn't imported, it's more environmentally friendly.
If there's less miles involved, we're leaving less of a carbon footprint for bottled water. We are the least amount of miles for any bottled water in the city for New Yorkers.
He calls it bottled water without the accent, but don't turn your nose up so quickly.
So we take New York City's award-winning tap water. We run it through a process called reverse osmosis, which essentially takes out the chlorine, it takes out some impurities. We bottle it and we distribute it locally in the city.
He's not the first to try and cash in on regular old water. Golden Girl Estelle Getty found it right in the backyard.
How would you describe the taste?
Refreshing, clear, clean.
Would you buy this water?
Sure, why not?
We're rich, we're rich. It comes from the hose out back.
And using tap water is actually a system already in play with popular brands like Dasani and Aquafina. In fact, 40% of bottled water comes from tap water.
Consumers, I believe, today are looking for honesty in their marketing, but also to know the source of their products. We're being honest about where the water is coming from.
We put it to a blind taste test and asked 5 people to try regular water from the tap, Fiji water imported from Fiji, and Tapped NY.
This one.
I think that one.
This one. I guess that one.
I'm sticking with New York tap water.
3 out of 5 actually chose Tapped NY as their favorite. After covering my eyes, I, on the other hand, chose Fiji.
To be totally honest, this one felt the most refreshing to me. Why not just bottle your own tap water then?
Yeah. I mean, we would love if New Yorkers carried around refillable bottles, but there's still kind of 2 issues there. There's the convenience of always having a bottle with you, and there's not always access to a tap. We like to say it's New York City tap water, only a little better.
I'm Andrea Canning for Nightline in New York.
Oh boy, Andrea Canning putting bottled water to the test. When we come back.